Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to El Hanuman's channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell, let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. The name of God we chose does sound very similar to Hanuman, which would be a deity, I believe, from Eastern thought or religion. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound ignorant. I just couldn't think of the actual word, so I had to play it general and safe. Hindu, right? Yes, that's Hindu. But it's actually spelled different. Hanuman would have a U in it. El Hanuman is spelled with an E. So I'm not sure if there is correlation there or not. If any of you think there are or have any thoughts on that, that would be really interesting. I love seeing where truths of different cultures and parts of the world kind of intersect and have different layers of the same truth. So that would be interesting if you guys do think there's any correlation there. But anyways, without going on a tangent or a rant there, El Haneman can be found in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 9. And you could translate it to the faithful God. The faithful God. The totem for this message is going to be a geospiza. You're like, what on earth is that? If you don't know. Also commonly known as, I believe, Darwin's finch. You can find them in the Galapagos Island. They're cute little birds. Okay, so there we go. Just to explain that one, because I know that's a little unfamiliar. Thank you all so much for being here. I welcome you with love and with joy. I just wish you all to be blessed. Whatever you're going through, I love you. Okay, unconditionally. Got some word. We're going to be reading from the book of James. I think it's interesting that in Hebrew it's Yaakov, which I have predominantly known Yaakov to be the name of Jacob. So I'm going to have to look further into this as to why it's Yaakov, but translated into James. I'll have to look more into that. If any of you have any insight on that, that would be awesome, because I did not go to school for this. I am self-teaching myself as of the past year, so I'm still learning, and some of you have a wealth of knowledge and wisdom that you could share, and that would be awesome if you did. Anyways, I'm going to be reading from chapter 2 of James, and I'm going to be reading from verse 23, 24, 25, and 26. All right. And the scripture was fulfilled, which says, Abraham believed Elohim, and it was imputed to him for righteousness. And he was called the friend of Elohim. Ye see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. Likewise, also, was not Rechab the harlot justified by works when she had received the messengers and had sent them out another way? For as the body without the ruach is dead, so faith without works is dead also. Mm-hmm. You are being blessed by your works done in faith. Being blessed by your works done in faith. No stone left unturned. Things are being noticed. Okay? All right. The first card I've seen in this deck, Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. You must have sown some beautiful seeds, collective, because I feel like blessings coming your way. Fair woman. Okay, you could be a fair woman. All right. Take a note of that. Maybe there is a fair woman in your life. Oh my gosh, love came out right after that. All right. There may be a blessing of love in your life. Maybe your relationships are blessed, okay? Maybe you guys are looking beautiful. Maybe you got beautiful friends. You got beautiful connections. You just some beautiful people. Look at you, collective. I mean, it makes sense. All that beauty on the inside, it would make sense. It appears on the outside too. We got temporary problems. Problem. Okay, words. Clouds. How the wind blows, it just kind of comes and it goes, and then the sky, it parts again, and the sun is shining through. Okay. So things are leaving, like temporary problems are just simply leaving. That is the solution, the problem being gone. Okay, I like it. We don't need to put too much thought into it. Problem here, problem gone. There we go. All right, needle in a thread. A sincere wish will be granted. There may have been an unfortunate event that took place and may have caused some damage to something, or maybe you haven't been receiving what your true value or worth is. You're gonna get what you ask for. You're gonna get what you deserve, and I feel that. I feel like you're stepping into a season where you really are going to experience being and feeling favored by God, and you receiving what you deserve, having extra help, having extra support, getting blessings. Things that have been damaged or lost or stolen, they're getting returned. They're being blessed. They're being multiplied. Your connections, your relationships, they're favorable. They're rich. They're loving. They're genuine. They're deep. They're soulful. Like, I don't know. There just seems to be an increase of positive energy and love. It's a big blessing for you, and I'm happy for it. We've got crown, honor, and respect will come to you. Okay, flowers, happiness, bird flying, news is on the way. So I do feel like there is some huge blessings coming your way. We've got the month of January coming out here. Maybe that's a synchronicity for you. Perhaps this is talking about, oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, this new year is really going to be big for you. Okay. This new year is going to be big for you. Okay. All right. I've got a suggestion for some of you all. If you choose to, you ain't got to. Make a candle, make it special, make it for spirit. And then on the New Year's, light it for spirit. Not for any other reason, but for your angels, for your guides, just to give back. Make a candle. And if you can't make a candle, get a candle and dress it, or I don't know, just have some loving touches to it, however you do. So I mean, set it up a certain kind of way. You could dress it, you could have things adorned around it or whatever, or say something sweet. You could write a little poem or a prayer that you say to spirit when you light it. Just, I don't know, because I feel like you've got a really blessed new year coming for you. Like the whole year is going to be a new chapter for you, and things are going to be exhilarating and exciting and moving forward for you, and passionate and fiery and driven, and I don't know, like it's going to be a change of pace for you. So why not start it off by giving to spirit, giving to God, giving to angels or your ancestors, however that may resonate. You don't got to do it, but I don't know. It'd be a suggestion for some of you. Some of you had participated in some of the other ones we've had on this channel, and it has proven to be quite beneficial. Okay, so maybe this one will be too. What if we had a lot of the collective, like giving to God specifically, or giving to spirit or their angels or guides, on the new year, like celebrating it just unconditionally, doing something thoughtful for spirit and giving it freely, unconditionally, not asking for anything in return, just celebrating spirit. Food for thought. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. What would you like the collective to know? Oh, Five of Swords coming out reverse. The solution to the problem is that the problem is being removed. Okay? I love it. It's time for you to be happy. Spirit wants to see you happy. It's been stressful. It's been heavy. It's been crazy. All right. People have exposed themselves for free. There's been betrayals. There's been severed connections. But all of this, like everything that's been leading up to this moment was necessary to set you free and to set you apart. So that way this new cycle that's blessed by Elohim will be glitter and it would just be great. Okay. It'd be great for you. There'll be the clouds that were doom and gloom. They're gone. The wind blew the cloud away. All right. Went over to the karmic's house. They can have the doom and gloom cloud. Okay. You deserve sunshine and rainbows. Problem? No problem. The solution to the problem is that we just getting rid of the fucking problem. All right. So if there were any lingering problems in your energy, they're getting removed. Damn, I like it. For some of those problems, they do kind of need more of that like cold cut truth to just get out. But some of them are just kind of like a feather, just feather them away. Shoo, shoo. There's like a gentleness in it. So everything's being handled accordingly, like as need be. I like it. So you're being blessed, being favored. All right. Woo. There may be a celebration or celebrations or news coming your way. That's good. All right. News of this, news of that. There just seems to be new things coming in, and it's good. It's positive. All right. Okay. I do sense a little bit of a bittersweet on something. And what I mean by that is there may be news on the way that someone you love, blessings, there is a cycle to things. There may be someone that may be coming to pass and move on to their next adventure. And obviously I'm not saying that that's sweet, there is a process of emotions with that as someone is losing someone. You're not truly losing them, mind you. But whoever this person is, there may be someone that may be passing. Um, and this seems to be a significant moment for you. I don't want to seem like heartless or not compassionate. Like, I definitely want to hold a space for the grief necessary for whoever this is, you to process this and, honor the cycle and everything going on here. But if I were to zoom out and just be objective here, something very significant is shifting in your life, and you are entering a new cycle in your life. And that's why I said I do sense there is for someone a piece of news coming your way soon or whenever this is. I'm sensing it in the energy that is kind of bittersweet. And it's like you are kind of at your best that you've ever been. You've came really far. You have healed. You have excelled. You have like connected with people and you set things free and you're being strengthened. You're upgrading. You're improving. And like all of this is great energy. And I sense for someone you may also be experiencing some grief of someone leaving. And it's kind of a lot all at once. There's a lot of mixed emotions in this. And as you work through this, you may discover that you are, like if we were to just look at yourself and your life and where you're at one of the greatest moments of your life. You're doing better now than you ever have, is the kind of energy I'm feeling. And what's ahead of you is some of the best moments of your life that you have yet to live. And so that's why I'm sensing this kind of like a little bit of bittersweet for someone. So I don't want to linger or dwell in this. I just want you to know that I love you and I hold this space for you to process whatever emotions necessary. And I wish you love. And yeah, everybody processes things in their own way, at their own pace, at their own rate. So there's just a space of love held for you to do so. Um, and best wishes to the loved one that is, moving on to this next journey, this next experience for their soul with God. And, we wish them a new journey that is blessed. If they were in any kind of pain, if they were suffering, if there was any kind of decline in health leading up to this departure, I pray that all of that just kind of get washes away and they are freed of any burdens that they may have carried in this life, and they enter their new journey, their new chapter, blessed and renewed, and may they be lighter and healthy. May they incarnate in a body that is blessed, able, healthy, fruitful for them. Maybe may they get to enjoy the blessings of youth again, free of any burdens, free of any pain. So there is a cycle to life and death, and there are different ways of looking at it to kind of help us process, that this isn't a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. Someone's journey is closing out in this one and they're starting a new one. So let's send them with love in their new venture, their new journey. It's just a way that you could look at it. Okay. There is someone that you have recently cut ties with in the past, and that may have lingered in your energy even after you cut the cord with them. Well, that space and distance is getting furthered, it's being reinforced. So, like, I don't know, but I'm gonna give a hypothetical example of this energy. This could potentially be talking about like someone that you have divorced or broken up with, and they may have been kind of attached and lingering to you and still kind of inserting themselves. And I don't know, maybe you've been friendly with them or you've been cordial, but I'm sensing that this, in order to further the healthiness for your sake, this distance needs to be furthered, okay? Because this man or this woman just isn't on the same wavelength as you, and where you're headed is very beautiful and it's blessed. So you have a beautiful, blessed path ahead of you. And there are some changes, and a lot of them are amazing and exciting and celebratory. For some of you, I am sensing that there may be some harder emotions to process, but if we were to zoom out, it's not a bad thing. Okay? It's not a bad thing. It's a cycle of things. And if we try to shift our focus and shine our light in a different way, we could maybe, help see things in a more positive light. Um, there are some people that aren't, leaving the earth realm per se, like they're not passing on to a new experience, but maybe they're just dead to you in the sense. I know this is like, now we're saying a lot of things, but this is a collective message, and there are different messages coming through right now. And there is a shifting of tides and seasons, and things are coming in and things are pulling away. So just give yourself the space that you need to process all of this. Fortunately, what I'm sensing is that the jarring, fast paced, rough changes have already been done. So if there were anything like rises and falls and betrayals and cuts and cords and wounds and all of that more jarring aspect is done. The really rough, rocky, like of your path, we've cleared through that. Things are starting to smooth out a little bit, and there may be a little turn or maybe a little hill or something, but it's a lot smoother for you. And where you're headed is really great, and I do feel that. I feel these blessings and this cleaner air. Like I wonder what it feels like to be a seagull, just kind of like drifting in the breeze, above the air, above the oceans, above the land, the tides pulling beneath you. Like I'm sensing a new energy, a new scene, a new life. And there's a moment of peace in this transition. um Now, there are some people that are below you and beneath you, in the sense that you're at a higher altitude, you're at a higher vibration, you're in a new space now, you're a new you, you're on a higher path, and these people just don't need to come with you. So there may be some furthering cord cuttings that would be beneficial. Let's cut and release and free ourselves of these people, And I'm speaking more of a people of a lower vibration. I'm not speaking on the death energy no more. We're moving past that. I hold space for you, whoever that was for. I'm now talking about people of your past that just no longer need to be of your present moment and damn sure aren't of your future. Does that make sense? These people need to kind of go. And I pray that you have the serenity and the discernment to know, and to navigate these shifts and changes in your life, because something really beautiful is happening for you. And I don't want you to get caught up and dwelling in a single unfolding of the rose, and get kind of get stuck on one thing pedaling away, or I want you to be present in the moment. And so I'm sending a lot of love and prayers your way for that. So to assist you in this change, because I feel like things are unfolding for you in a really beautiful way. And sometimes in the moment, it's easy to get kind of caught up in certain aspects, but I don't want to see you stuck. I don't want to, a few readings from now, I'm getting the energy that someone needs help to get pulled out of the mud or the sand. I want to see you just keep moving on this path, because it's really positive. It really is. I feel the love. It's very blessed and fortunate for you. Like, problem? What problem? Like, the solution to your problems is that the problems just simply get removed. And what a blessing. Nothing's being asked of you. You've already done it. And there's just a lot of love and favor and grace from spirit on you. And I feel that. So honor yourself and honor how you feel. You got yeah. You're gonna see things unfold for you, and spirit's already sending you signs that things are improving, things are getting better. You're stepping into a healthier, happier season and cycle now. Yeah. Universe, closing it out. We're closing out and releasing. Closing out and releasing to step into a higher path for yourself. Okay. Be strong with some of those energies that want to like attach themselves to you or have been attached to you, and they don't want to let you go, but you are feeling guided to let them go, and they're like pulling on your energy or dependent or want to keep. Be strong. Don't let them hold on to you. Don't let them be dependent on you. That's not your job. You have to live for yourself and God, and you got to put the God in you first. And if we focus so much on everyone else around us, we're actually taking away from the joy that God has with us. And I know that's kind of hard to like, what do you mean by that? Or how could you say that? Or, no, don't listen to this critic in your head that's telling you you're selfish for showing yourself love and putting yourself first. It's your life. No one's going to live this life but you. This is your life. This is your path. This is your journey. God created you to have your life and experience with God. And don't make other people's lives your responsibility. Okay? And if things are shifting, like you're not your ex-husband's mom, or you're not your ex-wife's dad, you're not your parent's parent, you're not your brother or sister's keeper. That's not your fucking path. That's not your burden. That's not your weight. That's not your responsibility. Everybody has their own free will choice. Everybody lives in sovereignty. So be sovereign and set yourself free from these things that are trying to attach yourselves and be codependent or feed off of you or weigh you down. Like, free yourself. Free yourself. Be the albatross, okay? And be free. Because you have new horizons that you are just riding the waves of the wind too. And the tides and the seasons and things are changing. Life is change. And there's a lot with this change. But you deserve this. And the wind is in your feathers. So continue to soar high. Don't look back. Look forward. Look within. Look forward or look within, but don't look back. All right? You've overcame a lot. God loves you. God has a lot of favor for you, and there's a lot of blessings in store for you. And you're getting there. And I want you to enjoy it. You deserve to. You deserve to enjoy these blessings. I sense the favor on you. And I think it's time that you smile instead of cry. All right, collective. I sense a healing that is taking place, and a surrender and a severing, a letting go and a moving on. And it's what you deserve. You really deserve this freedom. Don't let people stick to you. Stick to your energy. Cling to your walls. Like, no. They can go build their own. All right? You're not their fortress. God is their fortress. And you're not God. Sometimes we are, led to support and uplift one another, but like, you're not the world's crutch. You're not the world's safe house. You're not the high tower for everyone. God is everyone's high tower. And it's time that these people start seeking God instead of seeking you. Be free. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. I want you to experience the blessings that are coming your way. But you'll drag yourself down if you don't set yourself free, whoever that message is for. Don't feel burdened or ashamed of it. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel selfish for loving yourself. All the love you've given, all the seeds you have sown, I think you deserve a little bit of love yourself. It's not selfish. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from a cracked cup. You couldn't even lift the cup up if you have everybody hanging from your hand. It's like the game like Monkeys in a Barrel, where you try to like see how many monkeys you can have hanging on. We don't need a bunch of monkeys hanging on your energy, okay? Free yourself of these hanging monkeys. All right? All right. God bless you, collective. You have a beautiful journey ahead of you, and you deserve it. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you on the next collective message.